Good morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Beautiful Monday morning here in the great state of Florida. This is Gina. I'm with Pumpkin Cup Handmade. And I have made a new journal. This one, excuse me, is a custom order. And can you call it a custom order when she said just do what you want? So I knew that she liked medieval things. So I chose a kit from Medieval Mirage that is gorgeous. But this cover photo image is from Mrs. Cogs, Yellow in the Garden. Isn't that gorgeous? I thought she looked kind of medieval. So I have done this cover with chipboard, book corners on all four sides, beautiful pattern paper, and of course this. It's really good for making covers, but it's very, very sticky. It's tape that mends spines. So when you're making a spine, well, it'll do that too, but it's really, really sticky. And I need 2 sets of hands to do it. But be that as it may, it's a really great product. Excuse me, I found it on Amazon, and it is book mending tape. And what I saw of it, it comes in 2 widths. This is the 4-inch, and it comes in a 2-inch. Okay, the closure is eyelets and twine. And yep, let's get it in a knot, and then we'll go inside. Okay, on the inside front and back cover, I've used her collage paper. And the spine is reinforced with a lightweight cardstock, and I've edge punched it. It's a hidden spine. And I've done fabric and lace tabs with bead dangles and just lots of lovely stuffs. Okay, so the first one is a tab that has Aida cloth, and I've sewn 3 little teeny French knots in it. She's got gorgeous line paper that I put on the back of all of the pages, but her kits are huge, so there's lots of variety. I've also interspersed her kit with lots of other papers. So there are 2 signatures in this book. A journal card that I've used as a tuck spot for an index card that I've corner punched, tea-dyed. A journal card that I've thrown across the table. We have I don't know if, oh goodness, I hit the camera, I'm sorry. Okay. There's a edge die cut that I've done and then fussy cut around it. That's just gorgeous. Just a beautiful kit. Some tea-dyed grid paper, and this is also Mrs. Cogs Yellow in the Garden. Isn't that pretty? And we have a bit of lace, vintage lace that I have, crocheted lace, and then a bulb pin and a bead dangle. This is a really pretty kit. Lined paper, a torn pocket that she has. In her kit, I've done a plain large tag with just a single stamping, and of course seam binding from a papered sole. Postcard that comes in the kit. And then what I've done is on all of the postcards, most of the journaling cards and all of the tags, on all of the ephemera, and yeah, none of the text. I'll show you that in a minute, I'm sorry. I printed some of her pages, so there's a little bit of detail to it, excuse me, but still you've got the space to journal. Just to add some interest and to be a little different. So pretty. Doves on there. This is beautiful. A digital botanical book page, and then the label comes from Roxy's Creation. I printed grid on the back of this one. Just such, I can't say enough about this kit. This is, excuse me, Screech Owl Studios, and I printed it onto parchment paper. Center of the first signature. So it's like darn near impossible to put anything on her pages. So, curse and a blessing there. You don't embellish as much, but you also don't need to. So you can look at it both ways, I suppose. Some ruffle trim I've done as a tab. Excuse me, goodness. I'm fine until I get to talking, and then I just get all coffee and yucky. Coughing. Coffee. A torn pocket here. Beautiful flowers. A large tag. This one is craft card. And a couple of journaling cards that come with the kit. Another Mrs. Cogs. This is also Mrs. Cogs. And we've got some scrap piece here, and then the pocket for one of the tiny journal cards that come with the kit. And I backed it onto tea-dyed grid index card. Okay, now this. I've taken a tutorial from Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures. Excellent tutorials this lady has. She's wonderful. So I've tweaked it just a little bit for what I had, and I wanted to make it as flat and non-bulky as possible so that you could still write in the journal. So I've done a doubled up tab, nice and thick, and I've stamped a flower on it and then holds it closed. You have a little booklet with a pocket from a journal card from the kit with 2 index cards that she can journal on. And then in the middle we have a pad of paper that is just tea-dyed paper and vintage typewriter paper. And then on the, what I've done is I printed it onto heavy cardstock. And then on the back of that I printed Tracy Fox ledger paper. So where Wendy did two pages glued together, I have just done the 1 page because I thought that was sufficient. So there you go. And then it just back under and under the large paper clip because it is a little weighty. An index card, or excuse me, a journal card into a tuck spot for this journal card, which is from My Porch Print, one of her freebies off her Facebook page. Lined paper on the back. Journal card with the kit. Excuse me. In the center, we have a piece of vintage lace. Isn't that pretty? I like that lace. Got that from my friend Jane. Thank you, Jane. Another piece of crochet trim and another bead dangle. Okay, this is a bag that I folded up just a little bit, added a piece of scrap that I had left over from the kit. Behind we have a tag that I made from her collage paper. And, excuse me, Tracy Fox ledger paper on the back. In the tuck spot we have an envelope that comes with the kit. Isn't that pretty? And inside we have some place to journal that I've corner punched, tea-dyed. In the bag itself, I've shrunk down one of the pages from the kit and made a little booklet with one of those vintage, really heavy-duty, I think I showed it in another video. but I'm really seriously considering making a journal out of this. I don't know if I want it to go in the box or if I want to make the box the journal. What do you think? It's really cool. I don't think I would do anything to the cover because that is just awesome. Okay, onward and upward. So there's that. Beautiful florals all throughout. This, I haven't done one of these in years, and this one I cut down substantially. Excuse me. This is an image from the kit that I've, what's the word I want? Die cut. It's a piece of parchment paper with index card, space to journal. Then I've folded it up to make pockets, and then I've stamped my flourish stamps all through it. I like how that turned out. And then in the pockets we have tags that come with the kit. What inspired me with the flourishes was that tag. Isn't that pretty? And they all have the grid on the back. And there's that. I thought, whoops, I like the way that turned out. And it folds fairly flat. Some more lace trim. Another journal card as a tuck spot. Another tea-dyed index card. And a journal card comes with the kit. More of that die cut. I've just faced it inward instead of outward this time. Lined paper. The side tuck comes with the kit. I've just added a Mrs. Coggs. This one is Lavender in the Garden. I thought she looked medieval. Postcard. I know there's not as much space to write on that one, but still, it's so pretty. And this journal card. Another journal card for tuck spot. For another postcard. And this journal card that I have made out of these kinds of address, telephone, book thing. It's a metal piece that you just put the metal arrow on which letter you want, and then it flips open to that page. So I've ripped out all the pages, and I covered this one with parchment paper on this side and tea-dyed paper on that side, and then used scrap pieces that I had left over just to add a little accent to it. And they're thick and sturdy. I like that. I love going to estate sales for vintage and thicker paper. Seriously, just thicker, better, nicer paper than they have anymore. My porch print, another journal card from her, and another postcard. I know there's like hardly any room on there to journal, but really, right there, cool. And that's so pretty. I had such a difficult time with this book. Covering up anything was just torture. A glassine bag has been tea-dyed. Another scrap piece from the kit. Another tag from her collage pages. Another envelope. Isn't that gorgeous? The inside we have a scrap piece of parchment paper. And another page from the kit that I've shrunk down. This was so pretty. I think I might have to do a mini out of these shrunk down pages. They're just way too cool to not use in that way. More of her line pages that are just gorgeous. And you can journal on top of that. Seriously, you can journal on top of that. And that is it. That's my latest custom order. I hope she likes it, and I hope that you've liked this video. Don't forget, in January, we have, oh, my mind went blank. We have a giveaway. Stay tuned. Have a great day, and happy holidays. Bye-bye.